If you are exploring the lore of Where Winds Meet, you will probably feel lost. Not because the story is bad, but because it's told in fragments across dozens of characters and timelines without a clear in-game guide. This video gives you the mental map you need to understand this world, based on the original Chinese version of the game, not just the translation. By the end, you will understand what kind of world this is and how to explore it, with zero spoilers and no wiki homework. The world of Where Winds Meet was shaped by one fatal decision. After China's Great Tang Empire collapsed, a desperate general traded away China's northern defenses to foreign nomads to win a civil war. That land was called Yanyun, 16 prefectures that control the mountain passes and fortresses between the nomads and the Chinese heartland. It is also part of the original Chinese name of the game. By giving it away, he didn't just lose territory. He removed China's shield. It was like uninstalling your own firewall and giving the password to your enemy. Those nomads were the Khitans, elite horse archers, masters of mobile warfare. They ruled northern China long before the Mongols. They gained Yanyun because China had entered one of the most chaotic periods in its entire history, the 5 dynasties and 10 kingdoms period. In about 50 years, northern China went through 5 dynasties, 14 emperors. Several emperors ruled for less than a single year. In the south, 10 fragmented kingdoms survived. Coups were normal, betrayals were routine. Survival mattered more than loyalty. Here's why it matters for you as a player. When the government couldn't be trusted anymore, people turned to the Jianghu. Jianghu is the informal world outside official power. Sects, wandering fighters, sworn brothers. This is the operating system through which you exist in the world. The betrayal that defines the game. 16 years before the game begins, Chinese forces try to retake Yanyun. At a key battle called Jondu Bridge, a respected general named Qinghe led the army. But in the middle of the battle, one of his own commanders betrayed him and switched sides. The entire 200,000 army was slaughtered. Surrounded and abandoned, Qinghe was killed. His adoptive son survived and rescued a baby from the battlefield. That baby is you. The defeat at Jondu Bridge sealed the loss of Yanyun for generations. This is the world the game is set in, not in the Golden Age, but in the long shadow of a mistake. This is why the conflict of betrayal and heroism shows up in a lot of quests. It's not just drama, it's the emotional logic of this era. To understand this world, you need one core concept. Dynasty. Just like Europe had different empires, China organized its history around dynasties. A dynasty is more than just a ruling family. It's a political system, a cultural identity, and a social claim to legitimacy. When a new ruler takes power, he doesn't just become king. He founds a new dynasty and gives it a name. Usually, that name is the land he came from or the place he conquered first. So a dynasty name is political branding. It's saying, we come from this land, and now we rule all lands. The Tang dynasty was one of Asia's greatest empires. It played a role in East Asia similar to what the Roman Empire played in Europe. Japan's ancient capital cities were literally modeled after the Tang capital. The game is set at the start of the Song dynasty. In a few decades, it will become one of the richest and most advanced societies in the world. But between these golden ages was the 70-year nightmare. We as modern players know the Song dynasty will thrive, but the people in this world don't. For them, Song is just another new regime in a world still bleeding from old betrayals. They're not living at the start of a golden age, they're waiting for the next collapse. This is why Where Winds Meet doesn't just focus on emperors. It focuses on common people. Almost every quest is a personal story shaped by instability. You're not riding on history's peak, you're helping the people through their darkest times. Now that you understand the world, here's how the game actually lets you reconstruct it yourself. Right now, in January 2026, the global server has 2 map regions, Qinghe and Kaifeng. The Chinese server is roughly 1 year ahead and has 4. Each map has 4 layers of storytelling. The main stories layer is the core narrative. The second layer is campaigns and Jianghu legacies. These are major side stories which expand world building or key characters. The third layer are encounters and wandering tales. These are mostly short personal stories about NPCs. Some encounters only trigger after specific actions by you. The hidden truth layer is told through tales and echoes. These are fragmented clues that reveal what really happened. Each map region has the bright tide, the surface stories, and the dark surge, the hidden stories. Just like in Elden Ring, the real story only appears when you piece together scattered clues. This is the part most players struggle with. To minimize confusion, let's talk about recommended exploration order. Qinghe. In Qinghe, do the main story until the little girl copies notes for you.
Tell you what, Ruby. Lend me a hand with these copies and I'll take you to meet a real hero.
Then complete Jianghu Legacies 1 through 7. After that, finish the main story, but don't do the final Jianghu Legacy yet, because it focuses on a character not present in the main story. Instead, explore Tales and Echoes to find out more about this hidden character. Only after that, do the final Jianghu Legacy. Then you can collect all fragments to unlock the hidden ending. Kaifeng. After finishing the Qinghe main story quest, you get 2 options. Go to Kaifeng or Bamboo Retreat. First story continuity, go to Kaifeng. Kaifeng isn't designed to be cleared, it's designed to be solved. Unlike Qinghe, its main story is driven by political tension. There's a key piece of historical context the game never explains, because it assumes Chinese players already know it. Southern Tang, the strongest of the 10 kingdoms, fears an imminent Song invasion. Keeping this in mind makes the Kaifeng main story much easier to follow. In Qinghe, the main story mostly stands alone. In Kaifeng, the main plot is only one piece of the picture. Kaifeng can be divided into 5 regions. The city holds the main plot. The 4 outer areas hold the missing context. Follow Kaifeng main story until you are about to enter the Unbound Cavern. Then pause, do the Jianghu Legacies 1 to 5, but do not touch this final one. Feel free to explore Kaifeng City as much as you like, because a lot of clues are scattered in the open world, in NPCs' chats, items you can pick up, or books you can buy. Now finish the Kaifeng main story. At this time, you likely still have questions. That is completely normal, because we now need to explore the other 4 areas to fill in the gap. I have compiled this list of key quests to help you understand the key characters in the main story, which is essential before you do the final chapter. Think of each quest not as content to clear, but as a piece of the puzzle. Where Winds Meet is not a game you finish, it's a world you slowly understand. If you ever feel lost, that's not a failure, that's the process. This world is meant to be reconstructed, not consumed. If you enjoy piecing together clues instead of being handed a single plotline, this game was made for you. So explore at your pace, pay attention to small details, and treat every story as part of a larger puzzle. And when you want to connect those pieces, you know where to find me. Thank you for watching.